Okay, witch, I'm begging. What do I have to do for some warm weather?
I don't know, girl. It's not my fault.
Come on, I know it is.
It's not.
I know you're in your house double bubble boiling tubbling or whatever it's called.
A lot bigger fish to fry.
You know what? That's fair.
If I may.
Okay, you're right. Hi, Julian Benzavalli.
Hello, Patrick Hines.
Fam, I am out on tour. I am very, very close to being done. I've got 6 shows left.
Wow.
6 of 40. So August 1st, I'm going to be in Charlotte. August 2nd, I'll be in Atlanta. August 4th, I'll be in Orlando. August 15th, DC. August 16th, Philadelphia. August 30th, closing it down in London at 21 Soho, one of my favorite places. It's so fun.
That's fun.
Please come and see me. Come and make new friends. We're having such a great time. The show is really great. It's such a community building event. If you want, it's an hour long. I make you laugh, but before that, there's a pre-party. After that, there's a post-party, and everyone just makes friends and loves each other.
The whole thing's a party, honestly.
The whole thing's a party. It's patricktours.com. Please come and see me. And if you can't see me on the road, maybe see me and GP together on YouTube.
On YouTube, our full episodes of like our regular feed episodes are all on YouTube, like full length and everything.
And I gotta tell you, they're great. They're so fun to watch. I go through to just look at them, but then I end up watching the whole thing.
That's so funny.
It's so fun. We've got like over 20,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Get in the Youbes,
Get
too.
in the Utes. The two Utes, as they say. My cousin Vinny, it always comes back.
What would Machio say when he discovered the YouTube channel? Okay, great. It's True Crime Obsessed podcast. It's so fun. What are we talking about today?
Oh my goodness. So this is new on Netflix. It's, you know that Trainwreck series? We did the Woodstock one. This is the Astroworld tragedy.
Are they all going to be music-based?
No, one of them is... We are recording this so far in advance. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, idiot, it's this and this. I don't know. But no, they're not all music-based. I thought they would be, but they're not. There's plenty of train wrecks in the music industry. Yes. We're talking about 2, 3, 4 of them today.
2, 3, 4. I know.
2, 3, 4.
It's ridiculous.
There was a countdown clock until Travis Scott came out.
And that's when it started getting pretty hectic.
And I'm like, oh my God, I can't take a deep breath.
The music started playing and you just felt your whole body just move forward.
Became overwhelming real fast.
And then the wave comes back.
I fell on something. I fell on someone. Because people were falling on me.
Is it 911?
It was crazy, man.
People are dead and hundreds others hurt.
One lawsuit claims the festival was a, quote, predictable and preventable tragedy.
I relived that moment trying to change my actions for a different outcome, but it's always the same outcome.
You didn't have to know somebody to be affected.
You guys were in charge of this. What was the failure?
Never spoke about it before, but we're doing this so that people will know the truth.
We're opening in November 2021. We're in Houston, Texas. The world is finally starting to reopen after the pandemic, and I took a collective, by myself, sigh for this. I remember how grateful I was to find out that we were going to actually get to go outside and be around people again.
I know.
You know?
I do want to say, too, like, this is really hard to watch. If you haven't watched it, I just want to give, I mean, I'm feeling a little heavy and tight in my chest just talking about it. The people who were there, they have, of course, experienced the same thing. All I'm saying is, like, if I wasn't there, just be careful. Take care when watching this. That's all I'm saying.
Because a lot of this is, like, shot from, like, people's, like, cell phones in the crowd. Like,
and hearing from people who survived this. So it's I had to take a couple breaks. It was tough. Like a visceral, like I felt it physically.
We're talking about Travis Scott's Astroworld. I have no idea who Travis Scott is.
Okay.
And I recognize that he is like I did a lot of Googling today. He's like the biggest star on the planet. I did not know him.
So this is a yearly event.
Yes.
And it couldn't happen during lockdown. And so Travis Scott is bringing it back. People are ready to party.
Yeah. I mean, we meet a bunch of people. We meet Aiden. He's like a basketball player, young guy.
To see Travis, like, get as big as he is today, it's, like, inspiring to me. I was like, man, like, someone who, like, grew up in the same city as me. Can take over, like, the music industry. It was like he was repping us.
People from Houston are so proud of this guy and so excited to go be a part of this festival that he's creating.
And Aiden in particular, he says like he would listen to Travis Scott before his basketball games. Like basketball is his whole life. And he says, it's my ticket to college. I'm saying that because it's important later.
Yeah.
But Travis Scott was a major part of his life. And so many of these people who we speak to are like super, super fans.
Yes.
Like really feel like they're not just connected to him because of Houston. Like that's a big part of it. But just like he really is a major part of their lives. And they look up to him.
Yeah. And they love this woman. Kaya is saying that she loved that Houston has a little bit of everybody and that Travis Scott was bringing them all together in this festival. A big part of this festival is just being around other people who love the same shit that you love.
Yeah, and so like Travis Scott is holding events all week leading up to the Astroworld Festival, like events and fundraisers, and Travis is on camera talking about, saying all the right things, like talking about giving back to his community, and he says, what's the point of having all this if you can't share it with people? Like the correct take, right?
Right.
That was before the whole event.
That was before the event. We meet like this journalist, Mark. He's saying like hip-hop had always been about going against the system.
Yeah.
But Travis Scott was doing something different. He was putting himself in the position to be like, fuck the system in general.
I love how Mark's like, can I curse? They're like, girl, it's Netflix. He's like, oh yeah, okay, so fuck the system.
One of us like, absolutely not. This is a strict no cursing zone.
Yeah. And Coco Dominguez is here. She's a reporter. She's been covering Travis and Astroworld for a long time. And she's like, he's a hip hop rock star. Like, he's huge.
I want to talk about that. We learned that like Travis Scott's fans are called ragers.
That rager element comes from the mosh pits. He tells people like, yo, if you came to a Travis Scott show to look cool, get the fuck out. Because it's real. He wants you to turn up. Fuck that!
It's the live experience. It's like seeing him live is beyond intense.
Yeah, and it's all about the mosh pits. Now, I would never have been in a mosh pit.
Really?
I remember mosh pits from like the 90s when I was coming up. And like you'd go to like a Pearl Jam concert or whatever it was, and there'd be like mosh pits. And my sister did it. I remember
I did it.
There was like a local band that would like do concerts in the basement, and there'd be mosh pits in the basement.
Oh yeah, like church basements.
Yeah. Or like literally the basement of Corey Schneibel's house.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember his mom being like, anybody want brownies? They were selling tickets to this like thing in his basement.
I used to go to shows all the time. I've been like rock shows, hip hop shows. So I've seen artists do the right thing that should have been done here. I've been in mosh pits. I've been injured in them. I've been, taken care of well in them. There's sort of an etiquette to this kind of thing. If you grow up in a certain kind of, I've been, whatever. I'm not trying to I'm not an expert on anything by any means, but I'm just saying I've been to different venues and seeing all different types of music. And usually, especially the heavier the music is, the more there's an etiquette amongst the crowd.
And the idea that they're called ragers makes it sound like they're supposed to get violent in the mosh pit.
I mean, that's, to me, based on what we've learned, that's what Travis is encouraging.
I don't like it. I'm just going to go on record.
I don't like it either.
Grandpa's going to say he doesn't like it.
But Mark, the journalist, says they look at him like he's a god. And I just wrote, oh no.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Girl, Drip Drop is a new sponsor this month. I'm so excited. It's 1,000,000 degrees out. I'm going to the gym again. I gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, everyone knows that electrolytes are super important. We've been saying that forever. But there are so many electrolyte powders on the market that they either don't taste good or they make all these claims and they don't actually work as well as they claim to be working.
Well, that's the thing. Drip Drop uses a precise ratio of sodium, electrolytes, and glucose for rapid fluid absorption. This is all about their proven fast hydration. So it delivers 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar versus the leading sports drinks. That's so important.
Yeah, and you can feel it.
Yeah, I got out of the shower after the gym the other day. I was like, why do I have so much energy? I was like, oh my God, thank you, Drip Drop.
Yeah, it's trusted by firefighters. It's trusted by medical professionals. It's trusted by over 90% of top pro and college sports teams.
Yeah, and can I tell you one other thing? Because we love science on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Drip Drop is a breakthrough hydration formula, which is backed by science, girl. It's the science.
And they have so many fun flavors to choose from. They have over 16 original formula flavors. They have 8 zero sugar options as well.
And they've got those super flexible subscription options because you don't want to run out of this stuff. You're never stuck without your proven fast hydration.
I just want to talk about the flavors really quick because they have their variety packs I love. So they have the bold variety pack, which has berry and lemon and orange and watermelon. So it's you can't go wrong. They also have the tropical variety pack. So it has mango and passion fruit, pina colada. I love passion fruit. So you got a lot of options. Congratulations, everybody.
So, Vam, right now, Drip Drop is offering TCO listeners 20% off your first order.
Go to dripdrop.com and use promo code TCO.
That's dripdrop.com, promo code TCO for 20% off.
Stock up now before the heat hits hard. Dripdrop.com and use promo code TCO now.
Get the pina colada. It's summer. You need it.
Delicious. Yeah. So Travis Scott wants the crowd to go crazy. He's very, very clear about that. And everyone listens to what he has to say. So he wants there to be a crazy, crazy mosh pit, but then he even takes it to another level.
Right.
So Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival, Mark says, it took him into outer space, into the heavens. I'm like, no pun intended, right, Mark? I see you, girl. So the first one happened in 2018 and it just exploded.
Yeah.
And by 2019, it was even bigger. The artists were bigger. The spectacle was bigger. 2020 comes around. There's no Astroworld.
Right.
Obviously. 2021, Astroworld makes its big return.
For the first time, this would be a 2-day event with a ton of artists playing across the 2 stages and Travis playing the headline set.
All of us had been locked up for so long. This was, let's go get it. It's about to go down.
Bigger and better than ever before. It's a 2-day event, which had never happened before.
People don't remember how ready we all were to get the fuck back out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was huge. And so he was leaning into that, which he's not alone. You know what I mean? Like, that's what people were dying for, the live music experience again.
Yeah, and the way that it was going to work was Travis was going to be the headliner, obviously. We'll get more into this when we get to the venue, but he had his own stage that nobody else was going to get to play on except for him.
Bad and stupid idea.
Yes.
So we meet Raul, Marcial, and Manuel, and they're concert goers. They are best buds.
These guys love each other so nothing made them happier than the idea of a boys' trip to see Travis Scott.
To plan their outfits and their shades.
I know.
Yes, fellas.
It sounds gayer than it looks.
It's so great.
It sounds gay, but it's not.
They were giddy. They planned this whole thing together, and they're here to tell us about their friend Rudy, because Rudy was also going to Astroworld with them, and this was Rudy's first time, but the other 3 had already
been
gone
before.
So,
Rudy.
I've been ready for this my whole life.
I know.
Movie. Just if you want to cry, watch Rudy. I don't want to hear about how the real guy was a dick. I know.
Was he?
Give us the movie.
I know. I saw Rudy in the movie theater on a band trip. That's what kind of nerd
Remember
I was.
Jon Favreau? He's so little. Can we just have Rudy as just a way?
I think you can.
You know, it's things that make you cry, listen to Sia, Breathe Me, or watch the finale of 6 Feet Under if you just want to sob.
Yes.
Rudy is a good movie for that.
Yeah.
I know the truth. Can you just let us have Rudy if we want to cry
so.
about it?
Is anyone trying to take it from you? Because you can be
The internet was trying for a long time.
No.
Let me the truth about Rudy. Oh God.
Rudy exposed. Are we gonna do the documentary?
That never happened. All the players actually didn't go into the coach's office and put their jerseys. I'm like, oh, you're telling me that was for cinematic? Obviously that didn't happen.
Oh my God.
Give me a break.
Come on, everybody. From the Give Me a Fucking Break file over
give
here.
Me a fucking break.
People want into the Give Me a Fucking Break file.
There's plenty, especially today. So sit tight, get your popcorn. So all of our concert friends are talking about how much they love going to concerts.
Especially Sophia. I love her because she is going to nursing school.
3 weeks before Astroworld, I had just received my license to practice nursing. And what better way to celebrate than going to Astroworld Fest? And it was a concert that you didn't want to miss. And you know it was going to be fun.
She just received her nursing license in 2021.
I know.
Hell yes, Sophia.
I know.
So it's November 5th, 2021, morning of Astroworld. There's videos of all of our friends getting ready. They're doing fit checks. They're super psyched.
Yeah.
They're making the drive. They're getting on the plane. They're getting ready in their hotels. Just the vibe. People couldn't wait.
I gotta tell you, the people in Houston, when you get them out in public, they are really fun. Hi, Houston fam.
Hello.
They do. They're great. They're a great audience. They are very excited, and I love them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kirby Goldstein is here. She's a photographer.
Hi,
she
Kirby.
shot all of the previous Astroworld festivals, and this changed her whole career because she says that it proved to Live Nation that she could be part of the festival team.
Do you think she gets a lot of Kirby your enthusiasm?
I sure hope not. I sure hope not.
Could you calm down? In fact, could you Kirby?
Oh, we're going to tell Kirby to calm down? We're doing that? Ooh, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
I'm just trying to make a pun.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make a pun.
Hi, Kirby.
I know.
Sorry about that. So let's get into fucking Live Nation.
So
okay?
what you're saying is we're not going to say Kirby your enthusiasm.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No. And Kirby, I'm looking out for you with that. You know what I mean? You don't want it either.
Who was that lady I wanted to take me camping and you're like, you don't have to do that?
I don't know, but she doesn't have to. Reminder, it's up to her to extend the invite, and it's okay to not do that.
I'm not doing donuts in a truck on the ice, is all I'm saying.
Live Nation, Kirby says,
they hold so much of this industry in the palm of their hand. If you're working in live music, there's a really high chance that you're working for Live Nation. So by talking about what happened at Astroworld, I know that I'm jeopardizing my career, ultimately.
Sitting down for this doc could negatively affect her career. So what happened?
I'm confused about that because we're gonna meet a guy named Scott in a minute who like Live Nation hired to be like, what the fuck did we do wrong? And he's here. So I feel like Kirby should be okay.
But he's an independent contractor.
Yeah.
And he does like all live events, not just music. Like it doesn't.
I would really like Live Nation to Kirby their attitude about our friend.
I hope Live Nation. I'm so mad about Live Nation.
I know.
Like, so
for
they
so
do,
many reasons.
If you don't know about Live Nation, they like promote, operate, they manage ticket sales for live entertainment internationally. Like, but they also own and operate the venues.
It used to be that that's where artists could make their money, was going on tour, and now Live Nation takes such a big percentage of that.
Well, Live Nation merged with Ticketmaster in 2010, and it was a very sad day for live music lovers everywhere. The Department of Justice approved the merger, and now, because of the Eras Tour fiasco about the ticket sales, they are now filing all of these lawsuits against them because they're like a devastating monopoly. And I'm like, I'm unsure how you didn't see that coming in 2010, especially because Pearl Jam has been screaming about this since 1992.
But wait, tell me about the Eras Tour. What happened with the Eras Tour?
It was a fucking mess. Taylor had to like release and it's not the first and only time it's happened. It's just because she's the biggest star in the world that like when she talks about shit, like the Department of Justice is like, oh.
Yeah.
But they're a total monopoly because they have this like, quote, long-standing policy obligating artists to accept their concert promotion services if they want to play their amphitheaters. So it's like you play by their rules or you don't play venues at all. And so John Oliver actually did a really great piece on this in like 2022. I urge you to, like, he breaks it all down.
The promotion, like you have to pay them for the promotion they're making you take.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's all Live Nation or no Live Nation at all. And they have a monopoly and it's basically like Pearl Jam fought Ticketmaster and like lost in the 90s.
Right, I remember that.
Because they were like, okay, fine, like we'll just do it ourselves.
Right.
And then
Ticketmaster was like, you can't play any of our venues then.
And so then they had to do like these, what they call like alternative venues and do everything on their own.
Right.
And like there were interviews I remember with Eddie Vedder saying like there were so many times where it was like if Ticketmaster was handling this wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
And they just couldn't tour the way they wanted to. And they had to cancel dates. And so it's a nightmare. It's like not cool. It's bad for the fans. They like put like what it's
I mean,
it's awful.
We're here because of it.
You know, so it's really bad.
Yeah.
So 8 a.m. the morning of Astroworld, Kirby the photographer says, we were instructed to lean into the chaos.
But you know what? Like that can also be okay. Like we are gonna see how chaotic this was by design from the minute one.
Well, also,
and so I'm just saying, like in another setting, like the chaos could be fun, you know, like.
But if it's fun chaos, because Live Nation used footage from like previous chaos to promote the event, footage from 2019 of fans breaking down fences to get in.
Yeah.
Also, fun note: there was a crowd surge at the 2019 Astroworld as well.
Oh, really?
3 people were trampled and hospitalized, so they knew, and they're using this footage of people ripping down the fences like it's a good thing. That's the problem.
And it's also the fences they're using are like chain link fences.
It's like nothing.
It's designed to be destroyed.
So at 10 a.m., the gates open, and the gates are kind of far away from the stages.
Yeah.
So everyone is like running to the stages.
And
some people have like smoke sticks and smoke bombs.
You can see them trampling the metal detectors.
Yeah.
Like right away, the metal detectors are just getting knocked over. So like any kind of weapon could be on the ground.
They're definitely not checking pockets and bags. No way.
You don't even see an attendant at the gates at this point.
Because they're knocking the security down, like the security people down. Speaking of, Jackson and Samuel Bush are here. They're a nephew and uncle.
Oh my God, I love them
duo.
so much, And like Jackson is saying that he saw a post from a friend's social media asking if anybody wanted to work the Travis Scott concert.
I mean, this all happening like literally 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, the day before the concert. They hit us back and told us to wear all black and be there for 5:30 in the morning, and we were there.
He says, yes, I want to do it, and then like shows up 2 hours later.
Now, I just want to slow down on this because like security clearly wasn't a priority.
Oh, clearly.
Is there a world where like someone dropped out last minute and this is just a little piece of it? I don't know. We're not told the details, but looking for people on Facebook is flimsy.
100%. Yeah.
And Jackson confirms this because he says the only instructions they were given by the people directly working.
He never met anybody involved in the thing.
Like, I'm not hearing anything about a professional security company, which is what an event like this needs.
But I think we're saying the same thing, is that it was designed to be chaos.
Right.
Because they thought it would look good.
And they're told, like Jackson and his uncle are told, they're going to rush the gates, so get ready.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened.
At one point, Jackson goes, these fans are so little, but there's so many of them.
They're so little. What are they, Rudy?
I know.
This footage is terrifying. Like, there are people running, people with smoke. It's 10 a.m., like people running with the smoke sticks.
Yeah.
Already knocking things over. They're screaming. They're pushing security. People are already falling over and getting trampled. We're seeing it. It's 10 in the morning.
I understand that there are people who want to go to things like this. I will never understand that.
Yeah,
I will never understand why anybody wants to be a part of this kind of chaos.
And Jackson's like, same, because Jackson, the security guard, is like, this is more than I bargained for.
Yes.
It's not how it was pitched. It's not what he thought. And he kind of looked around like, oh, and there's no way he can.
There's nothing they can do.
There's no way he can do his job as a security guy with this type of energy.
No.
Like, he says it.
Girl, Remy is back. Look, this is that custom fit night guard that Steve did that he's totally obsessed with.
Yeah, it's the best way to protect your teeth, and Remy is 80% less than the dentist, and it's way easier. Tell me what Steve did.
Here's how it works, right? So you receive your impression kit from Remy. You do the whole thing at home. Remy gives you the step-by-step instructions to get your perfect impression. Then you send it in. Remy ships your custom fit night guard made in the U.S. in Las Vegas. You get your night guard back and start protecting your teeth right away.
Yeah, so you, dear listener, might be part of the 30% of Americans who grind their teeth at night. And if you're one of those people, your smile needs protection.
Yes. You know, Steve is so used to having to go to the dentist to get this done.
Yeah.
It's something like it takes time. It costs a lot of money. Not with Remy, fam.
And Remy is so confident that you'll get a perfect fit. They offer you a 45-night perfect fit guarantee or your money back. I love that because, like, maybe you're grinding your teeth some nights and not others. You never know. You need those 45 nights to be like, oh, wait, I love this.
I think, too, Steve was, like, nervous. Like, I'm doing this impression myself. It's not going to be perfect.
Yes.
It was absolutely perfect. So, fam, like I was saying, there's no waiting rooms, no overpriced bills, just a better way to protect your teeth while you sleep.
Try Remy risk-free at shopremy.com/TCO and use code TCO to get up to 50% off your night guard at checkout.
That's 50% off at shopremi.com/TCO with code TCO.
Thank you, Remy, for sponsoring this episode. Protecting those smiles, loving it.
Absolutely. We meet Mark Lentini. He's the former commander of the Houston police, and he said that Astroworld had paid the Houston Police Department to provide security, but he's very clear that the cops had no control over planning or strategy or the security guards. He says, quote, we were there for law enforcement
They were there to
only.
be cops.
But it's like, but how?
I know.
You know?
And Mark, but he says,
what was going on was so totally predictable. There didn't seem to be any kind of contingency plans to mitigate it. They lost all control of the entry points. People were getting in unticketed, and it was just overwhelming chaos.
They lost all control at the entry points, which is a major security issue on its own, by the way.
He said that there were so many breaches of protocol. People were getting in unticketed.
Yeah.
So people are climbing over the fence wherever they are. Like it is so... You would think the most important thing in an event like this would be able to know the number of people that are there.
Yeah.
You want that one guy with the thing. You know what I mean? Count them as they're coming in.
Like, and we will learn.
May I just tell you, you will never see this kind of insanity at an Indigo Girls concert.
Never.
You are always...
Never.
In fact, most people are just sitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Although some people who go to Indigo Girls concerts, we probably could have used your help.
I know. We need the lesbians.
Get organized.
Lesbians, where are you? We need you.
Pull rank. Get some shit done.
Gert, Beth.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Where are you? But the thing is, it was always going to be this way because Travis Scott and Live Nation wanted the chaos.
Yes.
Like, they thought it was a good thing. They wanted to use the footage for promotion again.
Yes.
And on top of that, Travis Scott is actually known for this. He has a reputation for this kind of thing.
This is... We see the examples of this. We're at some concert somewhere where he is crowd surfing. Travis Scott is crowd surfing. Some kid tries to steal his shoe. Travis Scott is pointing into the mosh pit, telling the other mosh pit attendees to beat this kid's ass.
He's telling...
Yes, I called them mosh pit attendees.
Yeah. Screaming, fuck him up.
Fuck him up.
So Travis Scott is saying this. The crowd is immediately chanting back and beating this person up. To be clear, Travis Scott told his fans to beat up another one of his fans, and they did it.
And they did it.
And Travis Scott was also spitting on this man. In Lollapalooza 2015, Travis Scott is arrested after fans storm Lollapalooza stage. He was charged with disorderly conduct. He was, like, encouraging all of this. So right after Lollapalooza, when he's arrested, Switzerland 2015, that's when he's telling the crowd to beat people up. He's spitting on this guy. Arkansas 2017, he's arrested for inciting a riot.
Oh my God.
New York 2017, right after Arkansas. I want to slow down on this because they don't really give you details here.
Yeah.
We hear Travis Scott saying, they're going to catch you, don't be scared.
Yes.
I thought he was taunting people like they're going to catch you and beat you up. It's almost worse.
Yeah.
He's encouraging people to jump from the second and third floor balconies.
I saw that.
What they don't mention here is that a guy named Kyle Green was pushed from the third floor balcony, fell to the ground. As he was lying on the ground, Travis Scott ordered his security to drag him to the stage so that Travis Scott could give him a ring.
What?
Kyle Green sued Travis Scott because he ended up, quote, in a wheelchair after suffering injuries that included fractured vertebrae, a broken left wrist, and a fractured right ankle. He was paralyzed on his left side, but has since regained some of his abilities and is now partially paralyzed.
Oh my God.
This is what Travis Scott encourages and wants. He's spitting on his own fans and encouraging his fans to beat up other fans. He's dragging someone who just was pushed. That's not, it's completely unacceptable.
You're just going to a fucking concert.
It's unacceptable. But the point is, it was a known thing.
Right.
And if Live Nation is the #1 name in the music industry, they fucking knew.
We meet this guy, Scott.
Scott.
I love him.
I love him. He's a crowd safety expert. He's like, generally speaking, you don't want to go to a concert with me. I'm like, Scott, I beg to differ. Are you kidding?
Come to the Indigo Girls concert with me where everybo's just sitting.
I'll be the safest girl in the room next to Scott. He'll be like, no, that way.
But I feel like he probably has a hard time going into crowds on his own because he can only see how it can go wrong.
He has a very cool job because he says,
I provide public safety management in high-risk environments. In an ideal scenario, we're brought on for the site design of an event. But more often than not, we're brought on after some sort of critical incident has occurred.
More often than not, we're brought in after some sort of critical event has occurred.
Which is not the point.
Hire this guy. Hire him to design your event so that nobody fucking dies.
Instead of him telling you, like, here's why this happened, hire him so that it doesn't happen. You fucking idiots.
And he says, in the aftermath of the Astroworld tragedy, I was asked to work with Live Nation to see what happened. He said he wanted to look honestly at what had occurred. So they give him all of the data.
I mean, that's great, but doing an event with Travis Scott is the #1 mistake.
That's the #1 mistake. I love that this guy's allowed to be here. I love that he didn't like sign a gag order or whatever.
Yeah. He receives what he calls a treasure trove of evidence. He goes, this is really important. I want to slow down on his wording here. He says, this is not a case of missing red flags. This was a case of ignoring blaring warning sirens. Ignore blaring sirens.
Yes.
Like, these words are carefully chosen and they really hit home like, oh, they just like allowed this to happen.
There's a reason why this shit happened. I mean, remember when like 150,000 people showed up to see Chappell Roan at Lollapalooza last year and nobody died?
Nobody died.
Nobody complained about it?
And that's not to say that if they did everything right, air quotes, that no one would have gotten hurt. Like, obviously, but the tragedy as we know it at Astroworld, it was completely 100% avoidable.
And we're going to see some diagrams of it, and it is like, even the animated diagrams make you want to catch your breath.
Like they sent these people into a trap. It's terrifying.
Yes.
So 4:30 p.m., day one, everyone seems happy.
Yeah.
It's Astroworld. It's a playground. It's like a theme park, which is kind of the point, because Astroworld was a theme park that Travis Scott loved when he was a kid.
Yeah, everyone's having a really good time. Everyone's dancing around. All my notes are in pink here, which means go, go, go.
That what?
All my notes are in pink here. It means go, go, go. Everything's good.
We're having a good time.
Everything's great.
Except Arturo, who's a concert goer.
I was a really big Travis Scott fan, and I loved the energy it brings. I mean, if you really love the artist and you love what they stand for, you just want to represent them in any way you can, you know. So we waited 4 hours in line for the merch. It was like under the scorching sun, too. It was pretty bad.
In the scorching sun. And I'm like, someone tell me how much water was at this shit show.
God,
$50.
Sure. But also, like, that sounds like poor 4 hours to hire 25 more people at the merch stand.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But there were thousands of people there, and then unticketed people, tens of thousands of people.
Imagine the amount of money that guy made just in fucking t-shirts that day, you know?
I can't even imagine what the price point was for water, especially.
Yeah.
For a 2-day
And you know,
event.
I would say you're not allowed to bring anything in with you, but there's nobody checking anybody. Everyone's running in.
But no one's thinking about hydrating.
No,
7:45 p.m. SZA is performing. Everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
Travis Scott is about to come on, and everyone is trying to get the best spot, which everyone is telling us is as close to the front as possible.
Yeah, because again, like his stage had been closed off all day. So SZA is performing at a different stage, and then as her set is ending, people are leaving that stage to go to the other stage.
To run over, and like it's already chaotic just moving from one stage to another because people are already getting separated from their friends.
And the thing about it, as I understand it, people were entering the main stage from the side, which was not meant to happen. They were meant to enter from behind. It's a T shape, right? So like you're meant to enter from the middle and then go either left or right in an orderly fashion. But now you've got people entering from the side and entering from the back. So as everyone's trying to push to the front to get as close as they possibly can, they're pushing on people from all sides.
But the point was like that wouldn't have happened if you just had the stage open.
Right, exactly.
And I understand you don't want to take an audience away from SZA because everyone's trying. Like, I understand the thought process, but I'm also not fucking defending Live Nation for anything.
No, and it's also just like a simple design. Like, they just needed to design this better.
Yeah. So Jose Villegas is here. He's an EMT. He was excited. He's like, I'm going to go to the show, enjoy some music, make some easy money. I'm like, no, girl, this is not the Eras tour.
I did not like this guy's attitude one bit. He's like...
When I agreed to work Astroworld, I was excited. I thought I would just show up as a paramedic, just walk around, enjoy some music, make some easy money. You know, because I've always told myself, like, if I have to do real paramedic work, someone else is having a really bad day.
If I'm doing paramedic work, it means somebody else is having a real bad day. Excuse me.
I mean, he's right.
But I'm like, we are counting on you to like, what?
Travis had a countdown clock.
Yes.
Now, Taylor did this, and it was fun and exciting, because like Applause would end by Lady Gaga. Ba-na, ba-na,
oh, really?
And then You Don't Own Me by Leslie Gore would start playing, and then a clock would appear.
Oh,
like it's a clock.
Shit.
So the clock at Astroworld, however, just made things worse. It added more anxiety. It really was like a countdown clock, but not in the fun, like, oh my God, like Taylor's going to come out, or whoever's going to come out. Like, it just made everyone's anxiety worse.
Because everyone's just pushing to the front.
Our counselor friends are saying the crowd, quote, got tighter.
Let me ask you this. Taylor didn't do, like, standing, like, she didn't have general seats.
Yes, she did. And
she did?
Natalie, our dear Natalie, when she went to Ireland, Natalie waited outside for X amount of hours. I don't know how much, but she was right on the bar. She was the first row.
Wow.
And she was fine. She lived to tell the tale. She has amazing footage of Taylor 2 feet away, and like everyone was fine. But there's a way to do it.
Yes.
There's a way to organize it.
When I saw Lady Gaga at the Monster Ball at Madison Square Garden, I was on the floor standing, and I was totally fine. There's plenty of room.
It wasn't for every Eras Tour show. It depended on where you went, but like for that was a lot of people's experience.
Yeah.
So Travis hasn't even started yet. There are people already smushed.
Yes.
Their friends have been separated, which I have to tell you, in an event that big is anxiety-inducing anyway.
Yes.
Where are my friends?
And it's like no one is panicking yet, but everybody is feeling like they're starting to recognize they can't move really. They're kind of stuck where they are.
Right. And one of our friends says, before Travis hits the stage, people are feeling this isn't normal.
This isn't normal.
This isn't okay.
Yeah. Girl, Function is back. Look, I have signed up for this. I did the blood work. The whole thing about Function is that it's a health platform that gives you access to the kind of data that most people never see and the insights to actually take action. So get this, with Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers. We're talking heart, hormones, toxins, inflammation, and stress, and so much more. I was monitoring my testosterone levels, which is something that I felt like I needed to do as I was getting older. But then it was like, oh my God, look at all these other things I can see.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So like Function is what happens when healthcare catches up, because things are always moving. We never know, like, is there a new normal? Has normal changed? The answer is yes.
Right.
So the First Health membership gives you access to over 100 biomarkers, like you said, but it's across the whole body. So like hormones, metabolism, inflammation, heart, liver, and you can add on MRIs and CT scans too.
Yeah, and you get it all in one dashboard. It's perfect. It's so easy to see. It's so easy to navigate. And they give you steps to take if there's action that needs to be taken.
There's also, it's explained in plain language.
Yes.
So usually you're like, wait, what am I reading? Is this good? Is this bad? Is this not? I don't know.
It's true, because when I hear the word dashboard, you almost instantly lose me, because I'm like, I can't read it. No, it's all easy. It's so easy to see and understand.
Yeah, so they're just like helping you stop guessing.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
And really like see inside your old body.
Yeah.
So fam, learn more and join using our link.
The first 1,000 get a $100 credit toward their membership.
Visit functionhealth.com/TCO or use gift code TCO100 and sign up to own your health.
Yeah, we've been talking about like owning it, like owning it. How about your health too?
Yeah, own it.
Yeah.
Own it all.
Yeah.
Girl, Quince is back.
Look, I love Quince.
I know, we all do.
They have like this elevated kind of luxurious whole line of clothing and pajamas and loungewear.
And Steve's been wearing the linen shirts for days. He says he's upgraded. He feels like an adult now.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so I love like fancy pajamas.
Totally.
And it's really rare to find them. And sometimes they don't breathe at all. So can I tell you what I ordered?
Please.
I know everyone's like loving summer. I am not. I cannot wait. Like, so I got
It's mostly just me. I'm screaming at you all all times.
It's true. So I got the bamboo jersey long sleeve pajama set. And I got it because I can't wait for those chilly nights where I want to wear like long sleeves and long pants. I don't want to open a drawer and have it not be there. So I ordered it early.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
I do too, honestly.
Well, listen, we're talking 100% European linen tops starting at $30, washable silk dresses and skirts, soft cotton sweaters, versatile warm weather pieces you'll reach for again and again. And I know that we're talking about the women's stuff, but they have a ton of amazing stuff for men. They've got bags. Like, there's so much great stuff.
They have jewelry, accessories, like luggage. They have everything.
They're also awesome. They work directly with top artisans, and they cut out the middlemen, so Quince gives you the luxury without the markup. They pass on the savings.
Yeah, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands, and they show you that when you order. It's like, should be this, but you're actually paying this.
That's right. So fam, give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince.
Go to quince.com/TCO for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
That's QUINCE.com/TCO to get free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/TCO.
We love it.
Yeah, and you know I'm wearing those long sleeve pants like tonight.
Totally. Wear them to the booth next time. It's chilly in here.
They're so cozy.
I know.
Because I have the short sleeve version too, obviously. So it's 9:02, the music starts, and they're saying that, like, this is so hard.
Yeah.
That you just feel your body move forward because everyone is pushing. Like, people are having no control over their bodies because the crowd is bigger than everyone.
And it's the kind of thing where we're not quite there yet, but you get the sense that if you go down, you're never getting back up.
I mean, that's what essentially happens.
Yeah.
It's just so dangerous. So our concert, like, and it's instantly bad.
Yes.
Like, from the minute the music starts, like, panic.
They say it felt like an earthquake. You see him do that thing where he comes jumping out of the stage, and then it is chaos.
And our concert friends are saying, like, they're even, like, retelling it now. They're saying, like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And they're realizing, like, this is not okay. Like, I'm trapped here. And they were. So Jose, the paramedic, was center stage, and people are instantly climbing over the barricade to escape the crowd, like, instantly. And this is typical. It's why they have paramedics and security at that specific location. This happens at concerts all the time. You should usually have a very easy way to get out of a mosh pit if you're feeling overwhelmed. If you're not having a good time, like, fine. But not to this magnitude.
No.
So Jackson, the security guard, is essentially saying, like,
it was crazy. Anywhere you look, you seen somebody either hyperventilating, changing colors, or that wanted help out of there.
Everywhere you looked, someone was suffering.
Like, he's like, their faces are changing color. They're screaming for help. They're trying to get out of there.
They're hyperventilating, overheating, and, like, panicking like that when you're already hyperventilating is not helpful. But at the same time, how do you not panic? Like, you think you only have, like, 30 seconds of your life left. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's so scary.
Yes.
And so Kirby, the photographer, confirms this. She's like, I was seeing people.
She's like in a protected press area. And they, like, but again, people are climbing over that wall. She's like, I'm trying to do my job. But she's like, as I'm looking into the crowd, I'm realizing how really bad it is in there.
Right. And so, like, just to break down this, like, stage setup. So Travis Scott had his own stage. It was unused all day until his performance, which meant that thousands of people are rushing to this one spot at the same time, which is already bad and stupid.
It was unused but closed. It's not like you could go camp out at your spot all day long.
So everyone was waiting, oh, what time is it? So I can run and get separated from my friends and be in a dangerous situation. But to make it all worse, everyone was coming to the sides.
Right.
So Scott, the safety guy, is explaining they were pushing into a T-shaped barrier system, and it created a trap.
Yes.
And he says the compression built and built, and people could not escape.
Because just to make it really clear, it wasn't a pass-through. You would go into the T-shape, but then you'd hit a barricade.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like you could just climb over the barricade and get into, like, a protected area. Like, it was literally up against a wall. So, like, you're literally being smushed into a wall.
Right. This was 100% avoidable.
Yes.
Again, not to say that there would have been zero injuries, but not the magnitude that we know. We would not be talking about the Astroworld tragedy in a documentary.
Right, exactly.
So, like, we're seeing all these videos from people's phones in the crowd, and it's like
crazy.
It's really hard. Like, because people are getting thrown to the ground, and then they can't get back up.
Right.
And they're being trampled.
We hear from Raul, Marcial, Manuel, the three guys doing the boys trip. That sounds really gay, but because they were with Rudy, and Rudy was behind them, but all of a sudden they're all separated, and they're all also experiencing the, like, can't breathe situation.
And Aiden is telling us about his friend Bree.
Yes.
And she, like, he can tell, oh my God, she can't breathe. She gets knocked to the ground. Aiden also gets knocked to the ground. He says,
I was like the second layer. It was the people under me, and then me falling on my back, and then people just stacking on top of me. And I feel like the more I kept fighting it, the more I was wasting energy. Just like if you're like holding your breath underwater. All those pains, all those like panicking moments, I'm sorry,
Aiden can feel it now, telling us, he's like, I felt the oxygen leaving. And Aiden, like today, like talking about it, like needs to catch his
needs
breath.
a break, yeah.
And it's like this footage, like I just started crying. Like people just scream, like the absolute, like the urgency and the panic and people saying help as many times as they can, as fast as they can, as loud as they can.
And the thing that we're gonna learn too is that like this is only happening in one section of the venue. Everything else is normal everywhere else.
Yeah. And people are calling 911, like the sheer terror in this person's voice. The sheer
And like she's saying to the 911 operator, like people are being crushed, like it's really dangerous. And the dispatcher is like, well, what are you reporting exactly? And she's just like, there's too many people
I'm scared and I need help.
Exactly.
So Aiden gets rescued, but he's like, okay, where are my friends? Like, where's Michaela? Did Bree get out because Bree got knocked over too?
Yes.
Now Aiden is trying to stop the show.
And we see this. We see the camera phone videos of Aiden climbing onto the camera platform.
This is really famous footage.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's screaming and he's like, people are fucking dying. He's begging a camera guy to help him.
Yeah.
People are screaming at Aiden to shut the fuck up.
And
I'm
to
like,
get off.
Is anyone okay?
I know.
What is wrong with you?
I know.
Like crowd mentality is fucking wild.
It
man.
is.
Like to be yelling at Aiden who's begging for help, like no one's okay.
And he's clearly not fucked up. Like at first you can tell they think he's just like some crazy person.
No.
Like, but he's like, no. People are dying. And they're trying to like arrest him.
And one other person joins Aiden and like is screaming at Travis Scott to try to help. They have like their arms in X's, like trying to get anyone's attention. And I'm just thinking like, can you imagine like you just survived this horrible ordeal.
Yes. You don't know where your friends are.
It's still going on. People are hurt. You can't find your friends. There's a massive concert going on. No one can hear you. You're begging for help.
Yeah.
Like, I've had anxiety dreams like this. So I can't imagine actually living it.
I know.
Like, the chaos of, like, it's so loud. It's so enormous. Like the whole scene is enormous. You don't know where your friend are. You are literally catching your breath and no one is listening to you.
He also just survived by the skin of his teeth. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he's thinking he should be dead and you can see the look on his, he cannot believe that nobody is, like, he's like, I survived to save people and now nobody is listening to me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't remember that he did it.
Oh,
like, yeah. Like if he just was so like that trauma kicks in and you're just like, oh wow, I did that. He's like seeing it on video.
Yeah.
So Jose the EMT is doing CPR on someone who does not have a pulse. And he's trying to shock them back to life. And he's saying like, I needed a lot of stuff. Now this is happening right by the barricade in front of the stage, mere feet away from Travis Scott.
Yes.
Like literally right under his nose.
Yes. And he gets on the radio to say that he's got a guy, he's doing CPR because he's got a guy in cardiac arrest. And the command center is so shocked, they make him repeat it. They're like, what's going on?
And now Sophia, the nurse, who 2 seconds ago was under the crowd thinking, this is where I'm gonna die, is now up and she starts helping people.
Yes.
And she
like
tells
goes
the
into
story.
action. She's like, oh my God, I just graduated nursing school. I gotta help people.
Like I can do this.
People. Yeah.
She tells the story of saving someone's life. So this person had a really, really faint pulse.
I grab his legs and I just remember like putting them up. I'm doing sternum rubs. I was like, I really hope this works. Like, I really, really hope this works. And then his chest went from not moving to like rising and falling.
His chest started moving and his eyes open up. And we learn as she's telling the story, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. It's our friend Arturo.
It's Arturo!
Who was stuck on the merch line for 4 hours. But like, he's been here with us the whole time. And Sophia saved his life. I was crying. And Arturo explains he had a fucking heart attack. Like he passed out and Sophia saved him.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Now it's 9:42. Travis is on the platform and all of a sudden he stops the show because he can see a guy passed out in the mosh pit.
Now the show has been going on for 40 minutes. And I want to say Astroworld had been declared a mass casualty situation at 9:38. This is 9:42.
Yeah.
So Travis Scott kept performing for 37 minutes after the whole Astroworld thing was declared a mass casualty.
And do you think he knew?
That's what we're going to dive into, I guess.
Yeah.
So at 9:42, Travis Scott finally notices someone passed out and he like barely stops the show and he's just riffing and saying yeah with autotune.
Yes.
He's not really checking in. There's no sense of urgency.
No.
Like the sound of this autotune makes me want to rip my skin off.
Me too.
Like he's not asking the crowd if they're okay.
Yeah.
And
I do think they do mention at some point the idea that if the show is fully stopped, it might cause crowd panic.
oh yeah.
I don't know anything about this. I do wonder if that's why he keeps singing, so that it's not just like a silence.
I gotta tell you, there are so many documented stories. I've seen some of them of artists on stage stopping a show.
Yeah.
Or getting someone help or figuring it out. That does not cause chaos.
Yeah.
If everything just stopped and Travis Scott disappeared, fine.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we saw Taylor do it in like Argentina or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, and it happens, it's been happening since the beginning of concert time.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to command a stage, you know how to figure it out. And if you see someone, and look, Travis is watching this person get carried out. I don't know if this person that we're seeing is a victim of this tragedy.
Right.
But this person does not look like they're alive.
No, and somebody says,
normally you see people carried out, they're all nestled in the person, or they got their arms or legs and they're taking them out. I've never seen anybody carried out the way that this kid got carried out.
I've never seen anyone get carried out the way this guy. They look like they're carting a dead body.
Like this, and the crowd is chanting, "Stop the show."
Yes.
They're holding up X's with their arms.
Yes.
They're doing anything they can to communicate with Travis to stop the show around this person. Like, he can see them.
Right.
And so I saw like a lot of these videos today, and it's really awful. Like, he was right there.
Yeah.
And this chaos is unfolding. And there are people like jumping and dancing on top of ambulances.
Oh my
Like, the lights and sirens are on. Like, people are suffering. People are being carried out.
People
also,
are being killed.
What kind of asshole are you to jump on a fucking ambulance?
I know.
Like,
I know.
But the point is, like, he saw people trying to get his attention. And not just in a way where it's like, oh, you're a famous person, I want your attention.
Right.
People were suffering.
Yes.
And he's still like weirdly singing in auto-tune, like trying to quote figure out what to do. I'm like, there's one option here.
You just stop the
right?
show. Yes.
Like, you just say, are you okay? What's going on? You like, oh wait, I gotta listen to my ear. Hold on, everyone. Like, I want to make sure everyone's safe. There are a million things to do.
Because we also learned that, like, we are told that any of these following people could have stopped the show. The police, EMS, or anybody from Live Nation. And then we're told, wait, that's actually not the case.
I don't know, because Scott, our safety guy, because like Travis Scott goes back to performing.
Right.
And he doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
Like, what a piece of shit. But Scott, the safety guy, is like, let me tell you how easy it would have been for someone to stop the show.
Yes.
Because it's literally a push of the button.
Yes.
You just override it.
But Scott was saying that, like, according to the event operations plan, which he has seen, there were only 2 people from who were authorized to stop the show from Live Nation, and nobody can find them. Like, yeah, and you would think, like, also Travis Scott can stop his own show.
Right. Like,
you know what I mean?
I was like, wait. Are they trying to say that Travis Scott couldn't, for whatever reason, stop the show?
Right.
Bullshit.
Absolutely.
Artists stop shows all the time. They break up fights. They call for security. They make sure people are okay. Like, it's standard behavior.
And, like, we are told that, like, everybody's on the radio looking for the manager from Live Nation who can stop the show. Nobody can find him. Where the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. I think that's like a weird thing, because I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
So, like, Travis Scott could have stopped it. He didn't stop it. And instead, he's riling up the crowd.
Right.
Jose, the EMT, saves that person's life that he was telling us about with the CPR.
Yeah.
But he's in the medical tent, and he, like, takes a breath, feels relief, but then looks up, and it's almost like in slow motion.
Yeah.
And he's just like...
It's a war zone.
And when I look up to assess what's going on around me, to my right, there's 2 other patients being worked on. Behind me, there's another patient being worked on. And if I look down the medical tent, there were 2 more patients being worked on.
Down the medical tent, there were 2 more. And this is where Scott says, at 9:51, the evidence shows that the manager from Live Nation finally went backstage to talk to the audio engineer. Now, the audio engineer is actually in Travis Scott's ear.
We have the transcript.
And we have the transcript. The manager from Live Nation is speaking to the audio engineer, and we have the transcript. But this engineer can speak to Travis Scott in his ear at any time.
So the transcript is the manager saying to the audio engineer, we have 4 active CPRs going on. 2 are most likely dead. It's very, very bad. There are more crush victims than I have ever seen in my 25-year career. We have to have a discussion in Travis's ears, letting him know what's going on. We need to shut this thing down in 8 minutes at 10 o'clock. First of all, why are we waiting 8 minutes?
Why are we waiting 8 minutes?
Shut it the fuck down.
Right.
So Scott, the safety guy, says the audio engineer can speak to Travis Scott in his ears.
Yeah.
We don't know what was said to Travis Scott, but we know what the manager said to the engineer. So we know what the engineer should have communicated to Travis.
Right. And then we learn there's now another conversation that happens between the police and Live Nation, allowing the concert more time to continue.
Live Nation is fighting for more time.
Trying to keep the show going.
And just when it couldn't get any worse, Drake comes on stage.
No,
Kendrick would never.
Okay, but we like Kendrick.
Yes.
Okay.
We love Kendrick.
You have to have some grace for me.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
If anyone ever says, quick, Drake or Kendrick, the answer is always Kendrick.
Did I ever tell you about the Jewel Indigo Girls beef from 1999?
You Yes, you have.
No, I didn't, because it didn't happen.
Of course.
You were trying so hard to get me to not tell you the story.
No, I was gonna say, oh really? What, did Jewel punch the Indigo? What was it on Celebrity Deathmatch? Can you imagine? That would have been a good Celebrity Deathmatch.
Just grabbing Amy by her mullet.
Because it never would have happened. That would have been a great Celebrity Deathmatch.
Totally.
Celebrity Deathmatch was a claymation show on MTV late night where they had like celebrities fighting each other in these really like Mortal Kombat-esque ways. The Indigo Girls versus Jewel would have been hilarious. I'm telling you,
like Sarah McLachlan versus Natalie Merchant, the way they would go after Paula Cole. Just
I was waiting for you to be like, well, Jewel went on. I was waiting for you to dive in.
Sheryl Crow, Fiona Apple just throwing beer bottles at each other.
Can you imagine?
What I'm talking about is like, this is so fucking crazy. This is insane.
It's just unconscionable to continue this performance.
Yeah.
And like, I just can't imagine that no
the look on your face, you're like, of course you told me about that girl.
Well,
I was
sending you the softball for you to be like, well, to come up with some insane story.
Jewel and the Indigo Girl, I know.
Can you imagine?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
it's just a bunch of nice ladies singing some folk songs.
Fucking Drake, man.
I know. Girl, Rocket Money is back. Fam, you know we scream about this every week. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
Yeah, it can be really stressful.
Yes.
And it's also like, I'm a big out of sight, out of mind person.
Yes.
So if I don't see it, it's not really happening, which is like not any way to live, especially when it comes to your finances.
Totally.
So Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including those pesky subscriptions that you forgot about.
You know, so that's one thing. I just signed up for my new credit card, and anytime there's like a large purchase, they send me an alert. They send me a monthly recap of like, this is how much money you spent this month. Like, they're really, it's one thing to know you're spending the money. It's another thing to see it all in one place.
And then you can be like, oh, I don't want that anymore. Oh,
Yes.
I'm actually not really using that as much as I thought I would.
No, and also, this is my favorite part. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate to lower the bills for you. So the app automatically scans your bills to find opportunities to save and then goes to work on your behalf. They will even talk to customer service so you don't have to.
They totally have your back. So you'll get alerts if your bills increase.
Yes.
Which is huge.
Yes.
Or if there's unusual activity in your accounts, or like if you're close to going over your budget. Even when you're doing a good job, they'll be like, hey, good job, girl, keep it up.
I have always been afraid of dealing with my finances. Rocket Money has made it so easy, and something that like I just understand that I have to do.
Yeah, and Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features.
Fam, cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money.
Go to rocketmoney.com/obsessed today.
That's rocketmoney.com/obsessed.
rocketmoney.com/obsessed, which we are.
We are, which we totally freaking are.
Very obvious.
Very obvious.
I just can't imagine that no one is running backstage. Like, really, the chaos didn't...
I know.
The energy of the chaos, like the bad chaos, like didn't seep in backstage. No one knew.
Oh, I know.
No one was... And Drake's like, no, I got this. Like, fuck you, Drake.
No, and I'm not making any excuses for anybody, but I think one of the reasons why so many people died and so many people got hurt is because it really was... It seems like this was specific to one area of the... Because at one point, the people that are literally suffocating are looking 30 feet that way, and they're like, they're singing and having a good time. Like, this is only happening over here.
But then it should make it more obvious almost. Like, it should stand out more, especially when you're Travis Scott and you're seeing someone lifeless get pulled out of your crowd.
And we see him on that platform like 30 feet in the air. He can see everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're desperately trying to get his attention. Like, there was a united front of people like communicating, begging for help. Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
And Scott, the safety guy, says,
the idea of a performance continuing while even one CPR in progress is underway is insane. Unprecedented. Not to mention multiple.
They've got 8 people dying of heart attacks.
Like, it's and countless more being injured.
Yeah.
So it's 10:13. Travis Scott ends his set. He started at 9:02, and it was a dangerous nightmare from even before that.
And I'm like, for the people who didn't know what happened, are they pissed that he only played an hour? Like, I'm wondering, is that going to cause more? Why can't you stay out there and direct the crowd? We need you.
He did nothing.
Right.
And so, like, the concert is over, but the chaos continues. Because there are, like, lights and sirens everywhere. People are needing help. People frantically looking for their friends. Like, they're injured, they're hurt. And so our best buds, our road trip fellas, they can't find Rudy.
Right, they picked a meeting spot in the group chat and they think Rudy's gonna be there first because he's the one that got separated from us. They all get there and Rudy is nowhere to be seen.
So because they have been living this chaos for over an hour, they just start calling hospitals because they know it's bad. Like, and everyone is sort of saying, if you can't find your friend, it's probably bad. Like that's sort of like the news that's spreading.
The second hospital they call, they say they do have somebody there under that name, but they won't give him any information because they're not family.
Don't get me started.
I know.
Don't get me started.
I know.
You're telling me that those 4 friends weren't family? Fuck that.
100%.
Of course they were.
Right. But so then the friends have to call Rudy's mom and be like, he's in the hospital. You need to call and find out what happened.
And remember, they didn't live in Houston. They had to travel to get there. They had like a little road trip plan.
Yes.
So again, we talk about this all the time. Like Maria, Rudy's mom, gets this horrifying phone call, grabs Jennifer, who's her daughter and Rudy's sister.
Yeah.
Now they have to like have this also very dangerous car ride there because there's no way you're thinking straight in this car.
No, of course not.
So the cops are on the news now telling people how to find their friends and loved ones.
Yeah.
Like this looks and sounds like the aftermath of a natural disaster.
Exactly.
Like it's
or like a school shooting, like something as awful as you can imagine.
Right. Go to the reunification center and we have units there to assist. It's a concert.
I know.
And like how is Travis Scott not a major part of this?
Right.
How is he not trying to get help and get to the bottom of it? He is silent backstage with Drake.
Imagine the hero you could be at this point. You know what I mean?
If you come out like you were at the events leading up to this, where where you were on the news saying, what's this all for if I can't share it with my community?
Exactly.
Now your community needs you because you started it, and now there's nowhere to be found.
Right. And so Aiden gets to the hospital.
We're thinking like, oh, like they're still trying. Like it's not over yet. Like there's still an opportunity for her to be saved. So we're still waiting there until they come back and they're just like, yeah, we can't do anything.
They get to the hospital just in time to see Bree's family being told that she has died.
It's like, and Aiden says, I felt defeated. I had everything figured out up until that point.
Yes.
And, you know,
also, like Rudy's mom gets to the hospital, and as soon as she gets there, she finds out that Rudy is dead. And she's speaking in Spanish, and it is so fucking heartbreaking. She said, they stole my light, they stole a part of my heart, and I couldn't bear it then, and I still can't bear it now.
She says, what am I going to say to my heart? What am I going to say to my soul?
Yes. I can't imagine, like, all I could think about was, like, Daisy going to a concert like this someday.
I mean,
I can't imagine as a parent, this is how you lose your kid.
I know. It's horrifying. So November 6th, 2021, the news reports that 8 people have died. Not to mention the people who were injured physically, and not to mention the people who are traumatized.
Yes.
So their names are John Hilgert, Jake Juranek, Axel Acosta, Rudy Pena, Brianna Rodriguez, that's Brie.
Yeah.
Franco Patino, Madison Dubisky, and Danish Baig. I sincerely hope I got everyone's name right. I apologize if I didn't. But the cops are back the next day because this is now an active crime scene.
Yeah.
They're like, we have to secure the perimeter.
Meanwhile, Kirby tells us the next day, Live Nation texts all of their employees that day 2 isn't happening, and they have a meeting where they let everybody know not to talk to the press, no posting about it, and no public comments.
And then someone puts out the narrative.
Someone allegedly injected a police officer with some type of substance.
Was injecting other people with drugs.
A bad batch of illegal drugs. This narrative is going around that so many people were on drugs, and that's what caused this.
Someone was running around injecting strangers with, quote, a bad batch of drugs.
Like,
and
it's
that's why
fucking
this
Jonestown.
happened. I'm like, nice try, Live Nation. Who are you, Nancy Reagan with the drug fearmonger?
I believe that it works on me.
Like,
we know who it worked on. That's why I'm not going.
People are running around injecting others, and that's why they passed out and died. Fuck you.
Where is the statement from Live Nation saying how sorry they are and they're going to get to the bottom of it? And, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then Travis Scott goes on Instagram pretending
oh my God.
to be emotional, saying, I want to send out prayers to the people we lost last night. My fans mean the world to me, and I always really want to leave them with a positive experience. Anytime I can make out anything that's going on, I stop the show and help them and get the help they need. That's not true at all.
Not true.
We have videos of this guy doing the exact opposite, spitting on his own fans and encouraging people to beat them up. Like, you're just lying.
No, can you imagine throwing a concert where 8 people die?
No.
And you're not personally calling all of the families or whatever? Not maybe they don't want
and
that, but
hundreds were injured?
Yeah.
You know who did that? Ariana Grande. When that terrifying, tragic event happened at her concert.
What happened?
The terrorist attack.
Oh.
I don't know anything about Ariana Grande other than sometimes she doesn't want people to photograph one side of her face. And I just know what pop culture, like what she is in the pop culture zeitgeist. So I don't know. But I know that she did a lot for the families and the victims, and she's talked about it and the survivors. Like, that was a traumatic event for everyone involved. And it wasn't like...
It's also like, maybe Travis, don't call... You fucking caused this. Like, so don't call them.
It's a totally fucking apples and oranges situation. Because Ariana was a victim, so she didn't have anything to do with any of this. Travis Scott has a reputation for inciting violence.
Exactly.
Like, that's the difference.
But then people keep dying. November 11th, a 9th person dies. Then a 10th, a 9-year-old boy dies.
I mean, as this news is coming out, Arturo, our friend, Sophia saved his life, says...
The apology video was like a slap in the face to me, to everyone who suffered. Like, it wasn't really like, he made it because he had to.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, guys. Catch you at the next one. That's what the vibes were to me.
But I'll see you at the next one was the vibe.
And now that, the news is coming out that a 22-year-old, her name is Bharti Shahani, died because of, what happened to her at Astroworld. She was on life support.
Yeah.
She went to a concert.
The 9-year-old was on a medically induced coma for days, and then he died.
His name is Ezra Blunt. 10 people in total have died. And Travis Scott is, has his fucking crocodile tears pretending to be emotional about it.
They should all go to prison for letting a 9-year-old be at that music festival. I'm sure that he climbed over the fence with his brother or something. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wasn't, a ticketed, but, Jesus Christ.
I mean, so December 9th, 2021, Travis Scott does an interview in air quotes. He denied, this is just it's some friendly reporter. He does it with
Charlemagne the God. So he's a really, really, really big deal. But it is clearly meant to be very friendly.
He denies seeing anything. He denies hearing anything. He takes zero responsibility, even though, again, it's not like he was the headliner at Lollapalooza, which he also got arrested for. He also incited violence. But this is his event.
But the other thing too is that he's saying that I'm just the artist. I just do the creative, and I leave the logistics to the pros. You are a person who is known to incite this kind of rioting at your shows, and this time it ended up with 10 people dead.
Also, because he says, nobody told me anything, nobody, I only heard about everything after the performance. Even if that were true, where's the outrage?
Right.
Why are you not screaming about how we have to take down Live Nation?
I was just gonna say, because somebody does make the good point that, look, blaming this all on Travis does let the bigwigs off the hook, which we can't do.
Of course not.
But
Travis could have used this.
Well, he could also be the kind of artist who doesn't incite violence at his shows.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But if everything he's saying is true, that's why I don't believe him. I didn't know anything, because where's the outrage that you didn't know anything until after the show?
Exactly.
You should be furious that Live Nation did this and kept you in the dark about it, and now you should be at the forefront. Call up Eddie Vedder, call up everyone, and let's fucking deal with it.
Yes.
But he didn't do any of that. And in fact, he was dating Kylie Jenner, of course.
Really?
Of course. And they received a ton of backlash for how they handled this.
Oh, God.
There was apparently the Kardashians, whatever show, because they have 4 versions of their show.
They do?
But no, the Kardashian show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They have 4 versions of it?
Whatever. They faked an entire bullshit storyline acting like Kylie wasn't at Astroworld just to avoid dealing with it.
Was she there?
She was 100% there. And then Kylie was because I think it was, I read all of this today, so I'm probably getting the details wrong.
God. Well, just get Natalie Grillo to tell us.
But the night of Astroworld was Kris Jenner's big birthday party, and Kylie wasn't there. So they had to edit around the fact that because I'm sure they were she's with Travis at Astroworld, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So they had to cut that out, and then she told some lie that she was out doing something really innocent and innocuous, and definitely not at Astroworld.
Out reading to the blind.
So, donating my time and my efforts and my money. So they manufactured a fake storyline.
What is wrong with these people?
And also, their daughter's birthday party is called Stormy World, modeled after Astroworld.
Wow.
So, they have 2 kids together, but they're not dating. I fucking hate both of them, so I don't care. But, that was the other thing, too. They're just so heartless, where it's
Can I just tell you, so much of my day is spent sending clips from Instagram of the Kardashians to Natalie. Be can you tell me what's going on here?
Don't do that to her. I know. She's so busy. She's so smart.
You're right.
Don't,
I know.
infect her with their bullshit.
I know.
I cannot stand them.
The one where one of them comes down and tries to cut a cucumber. Have you seen this one? No. And then one of the other people who lives in the house, oh, you're having a cukie snacky.
I know, Kim, there's people who are dying, obviously.
The one where they go grocery shopping?
I don't know that one.
Oh my God.
I know one of their, I want to say it's Scott Disick, I think. This is a trending TikTok sound where he's do you want a drink? And Kris Jenner's well, and she's doing math, and he's I don't need your life story, yes or no. So that I've seen, which is like, he's not wrong.
I dare Daisy's boyfriend to talk to me like that.
Like
I dare him.
I don't know anything. He's an asshole. We hate him. Right?
Who knows? Should we text Natalie and ask
I
her
hate
in
all
real
of
time?
them. Don't waste Natalie's time. Again, she's like too smart. She's got better things to do. But where the hell is Live Nation?
I know.
Right? So Travis Scott, Apple Music, Epic Records, they're all being sued for $750 million because they say in the lawsuit this was a predictable and preventable tragedy.
Yes.
So Scott, the safety guy, tells us what happens because he has all the evidence, including texts and emails between executives.
Was given to him by Live Nation. Like, they do want to get to the bottom of this.
Sure they do. So
but it's kind of like, why? Like, all of this is insane to me.
He has documents, site plans, thousands of photos and videos, texts between executives, emails. He says,
I believe Astroworld 2021 was not an accident. It was an inevitability due to the lack of foresight and the abandonment of basic safety protocols.
Due to lack of foresight and the abandonment of basic safety protocols. And like, I did some side googs, and I'll tell you when we get there, but like, they really like almost went out of their way to not have a plan.
One of the things I've been wanting to talk about is that we learned that Live Nation sold 50,000 tickets to the event, but the tickets were sold before they'd worked out how this number of people would safely be able to view the Travis Scott concert. And they say,
like his set specifically.
His set, like, how are you going to ever fit 50,000 people in that area? And they say, following the tragedy, experts for the plaintiffs reviewed the evidence, and they say they believe that there was room for just 35,000 people. Now, they sold 50,000 tickets, and then an absolutely unknown number of people broke down the barricades and climbed in, like, by them. Like, you're dealing with at least another 6,000 people. So you are literally have like 20,000 more people than the area can accommodate.
Easy.
Like, I mean, it's just anything could have happened.
Why would you sell tickets before you had a plan? It makes no sense.
Right.
So then we have text between management from like a week or two before the event.
Yeah.
And someone said, we don't know who is texting who, but we know that it's like Live Nation management.
Yeah.
Someone says, I feel like there's no way we're going to fit 50K in front of that stage, especially with all the trees, exclamation point. Someone says, I'll pull a cap in the morning for us. They knew this was an issue.
Yeah.
Is the point. They were talking about it in writing. They knew it was a problem.
And I just don't understand. Like, Scott is going to say that, like, the big error here was that nobody spoke truth to power. And I will never understand that. Like, aren't you doing a good job to go to your boss and be like, hey, I actually don't know. Maybe we should expand the stage somehow or expand the viewing area or whatever. People, you got to speak up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it really comes down to all of the mistakes that they made, but then the basic understanding that these people knew and nobody said anything to somebody who would actually do something about it.
And there were so many poor decisions. Like,
not only was Travis's stage in danger of being over capacity, this poorly designed site led to people approaching the stage from the side and getting trapped in an area where they were crushed. All 10 fatalities were caused by compression asphyxiation in this area.
All 10 deaths were caused by compression asphyxiation in that trap area. Like, all the people who died came from that area that was set up for failure.
Can you, I know we have because we've watched this 10 times, but like imagine the feeling of just being crushed.
I can't do
by
it.
other people.
It's real. I had to like get up and like walk around. It was really hard. So I can't even imagine what it must have been like there. And like Live Nation 100% was aware of what was happening because we have texts from minutes before Travis Scott went on stage. Because remember we were saying he was on stage for an hour, but it was a nightmare before then?
Yes.
Someone says, stage right of main is getting crushed. This is bad. Pull tons over the railing unconscious. There's panic in people's eyes. This could get worse quickly. The response is simply, yes.
Yeah.
Then the person continues, I would pull the plug, but that's just me. I know they'll try to fight through it, but I want this on the record that I didn't advise this to continue. Someone's going to end up dead.
Wow.
That's it. Like, it's before he came on stage. Friday, 9 p.m. on the dot, this iMessage is from.
Wow.
Also, NPR got a copy of the security and emergency response plan for the event. Good old NPR, of course. They did. Got their mitts on it.
Nina Totenberg.
Got their mitts all over it. And it says...
Terry Gross really, the investigative skills on that one.
So they said in the article, the 56-page document never once mentions how to handle a dangerous crowd surge, like what took place during headliner Travis Scott's concert over the weekend, and like the last time he performed at the festival in 2019.
Wow.
It doesn't address crowd crush or crowd craze, moshing or stage diving, and it doesn't discuss anything significant about what to do in an emergency situation. And here is the worst part. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
I really don't think you're ready. In the instance of a fatality, staff were told to, quote, never use the term dead or deceased over the radio. Instead, they were told to notify event control using the code SMURF. So before something bad even happened, they had a shitty fucking little name for a real human life as to not alarm anyone who could maybe overhear it. They wanted to keep this quiet. So that's why I'm sure people spoke up, but they were told it never went, or as high up the ladder it went, decisions were made to keep going.
I mean, the people dying then was built into the calculation.
Yes.
People dying was always a part of the plan.
But don't talk about it.
Right.
Like, that's what, like, how much money can we make from this thing?
Oh my God.
And the chaos is going to be great for the footage for next year.
And so Travis Scott's career's over, right? Like, he's never going to perform again?
Well, we'll get there. So, like, we get, the survivors are, of course, still struggling. They have survivor's guilt, PTSD, depression, anxiety. Like, and now they hate this artist they love.
Exactly.
Like,
and good, they should.
I
hate him.
All they wanted to do was celebrate music with their friends.
Yeah.
And now, like, they have to carry that, too.
Rudy's mom goes to his grave every single day. This is the most attended cemetery I have ever seen.
I know.
Every single grave had, like, the most beautiful flowers that looked like they were just placed there yesterday.
And his friends tell us about Rudy's funeral. They say,
I think we said that he brought people together. After that, he brought even more people together. Whole city. His funeral was so big. Everyone was there.
Rudy always brought people together, even in death.
Yeah.
And Arturo, okay, so remember?
Oh my God, this is the best.
Sophia the nurse saved someone's life, and we're like, who is it? It's Arturo.
Yeah.
They meet up. And I'm crying. And she's like, hey, how are you? And they're like, well, how are we going to not be friends after this? Like, we're bonded for life.
I want them to be in love. I feel like one of them must be married because they don't talk about it like that. But I want them, they seem like they love each other so much.
Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine the bond?
Oh my, the stories forever. We know, Mom and Dad. We know you saved us. We know.
I know, we get it. Aiden misses his friend Bree. He sunk into a depression. He gave up basketball, which was his whole life.
And
he had
college.
And he had associated Travis Scott with basketball because he was listening to his music. Like, it just sucks. Like, it's so sad. And Rudy's mom, Maria, says, like, my one wish is that, like, this can't we get change to happen?
No.
Like, and the answer is no.
No, we can't because, like, that's what it's. Everybody wants change. Everybody wants it to be different. But then we learn in 2023, a Houston grand jury found that no individual was criminally responsible for the deaths at Astroworld. All 10 wrongful death lawsuits against Live Nation, Travis Scott, and other defendants have been settled out of court for undisclosed amounts. Like, they just gave them all probably a ton of money.
Yeah.
So, but like, that just, good. I'm glad those families have the money, but that means nothing is ever going to be done about it.
In 2024, Travis Scott broke records with the highest selling solo rap concert tour of all time, generating over $210 million. Line break, it was produced by Live Nation.
Like, I don't understand why aren't there acts of Congress? Like, I don't get why there isn't something being done about this.
They reached out to Live Nation.
Yes.
And here's their statement. It's all such bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's the Live Nation statement. The sellable capacity for the venue was set by SMG Global and approved by the Houston Fire Department before tickets went on sale. The number of tickets sold and attendees on site did not exceed the approved capacity. The Fire Department, SMG Global, and the Houston Police Department were aware of the event plans, which were developed in line with safety codes. The Festival Safety and Risk Director and the Police Department representatives agreed to and executed an early show stop. Like, what is that fucking word salad?
I know.
What does that even mean?
And nothing
I
about,
don't even want
like,
ranch dressing on this salad.
I
Fuck
know,
that.
right. But they're not even like, we're going to look into it, make sure this never happens again. We're so sorry to the families.
No
What a
outrage,
tragedy.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like, Travis Scott never did what you really would want someone in that position to do, which is be outraged and be sad and be devastated. And still, he just kept on going. And the thing is like Live Nation and Ticketmaster, they have this monopoly. So, like, if you want a tour, you have to deal with them.
Right.
And even, like, Taylor Swift gets fucked because all of her, like, that was a nightmare. I survived the Great War of Ticketmaster. I got tickets regularly. She did not turn on dynamic pricing. Like, she did it right. But it still was a failure.
Yeah.
They still didn't know what the hell they were doing. It was a really stressful time, and it always is. So I'm not, like, the deaths and violence, also. Like, I'm saying there are a lot of things here.
Yes.
And it started with, like, okay, it was really hard to get tickets or they overpriced things. And now it's like, well, now people are dying. Like, Kim, there's people who are dying. So, like, what are we going to do about this? How much worse can it get?
I know.
It's a ticket company.
Right.
Like, we just want to see live shows. So now, like, they're overpriced and now our lives are at risk and you're not going to have my back. Like, I paid to be here and I could die.
How does anybody who watches this documentary or listen to this episode enjoy a live concert ever again?
I mean, it's very scary.
You know how you go to an Indigo Girls show?
You go to a much smaller venue.
Everyone is sitting. How dare you, much smaller?
It's not Astroworld.
It's not Astroworld.
I'm not saying they don't deserve 50,000 people, but I'm saying they smartly...
There was a moment, there was a time in the 90s when you would go see them at, like, a stadium.
Well, like, yeah, of course, this didn't happen at Lilith Fair, and everyone was sitting on the grass.
Everyone's so nice. There's nary a men's bathroom. It's how it should be.
You know?
You know? Oh, girl, we did Astroworld.
Trainwreck, the Astroworld tragedy.
Oh, my God.
It's horrifying.
Well, listen, I will tell you a tour that you can attend where you will certainly survive and probably make a new friend. It is mine. It is called An Evening with Patrick Hines. I just got a few dates left. So I'm going to be in Nashville on July 30th, Charlotte August 1st, Atlanta August 2nd, Orlando August 4th, DC August 15th, Philadelphia August 16th, and closing it out in London on the 30th of August. Come and see me. We're going to have fun. It's the opposite of this. It is like a love fest. It is so fun.
In like so many ways.
In so many ways. And then also join us over on the YouTube. It's True Crime Obsessed Podcast. Go subscribe. Check us out. It is so much fun.
Yeah, our full-length episodes of what's on the regular feed.
Yeah.
They're up there.
The reg feed.
Yeah.
What are we doing next?
Oh my God. Sons of Ecstasy on HBO Max.
What's that?
Sammy the Bull, the guy who ratted out John Gotti. And they're like, and talking about him and his kids, Karen from Mob Wives, getting mixed up in the ecstasy scene in Arizona.
I barely understood a word you just said.
It is a
I'll
wild
text Natalie. I'll have her explain it to me.
It's a wild ride. It's just Sammy the Bull being like, what? I didn't do nothing. It's like, girl, you're selling ecstasy. There's a guy from London here. It's like a whole thing.
Oh my God. All right, well, stay tuned for the trailer for that. What would Machio say?
Oh. Hi, Machio.
We love you, fam.
Bye. We love you. Please stay safe out there.
Please, please, please. All right, bye.
Bye.